Hello, 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 everybody. How are you doing tonight? Magnetic Squatch, live with Squatching After Dark. So glad to see all of you in here. We have got a pretty good crowd in here already. You guys get here early and start chatting. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see who we got in here so far tonight. Let me give a nice shout out to everybody. Let's see. We got Tim W., Mary Monarch, Ponscum. How you doing, Kathy? 907 Outdoors. We got Stories Lost and Found. Willie. Ashley, Team Sneak Attack. Who else we got going on in here? Oh, J. Paul, how you doing, brother man? Coastal Casey, all right. Fat Magnet Guy, how you doing, Brad? If I miss you, I'm sorry. Hey, there's Digologist. Janine's fine. How are you doing, Janine? All right, who else? Trying to make sure I catch everybody who's over here chatting. At J. Paul. Hey, Rock City. How you doing, brother, man? I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Iron Antler. Right on. Hey, Tom Riley. How you doing? All right, I think I've caught up with everybody here. Oh, hey, Ann. Got Ann Mudd. Oregon Family Magnet Fishing in the house. Kettle Black Arts. Right on. All right. Thank everybody for being here tonight. It is Friday night. Don't forget, tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So adjust your time accordingly. We will be doing the special Squatching After Dark with Staff's Water Raiders tomorrow afternoon. Of course, they're a channel over in Europe, so my 3 p.m. here is going to be their 8 p.m. there. So that's why we're doing a special one on Saturday again, so that we can make sure we have them available, because, you know, right now is like 3 o'clock in the morning over there, so it's kind of hard for them to do this. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Sandman, see you there. How you doing? Hey, Brother Squatch. Alaskans on the fly in the house. How you doing, Johnny? Right on, right on. So I do have some mail call. I have already cut the box open so I could get into it easier instead of sitting here fussing with it while we're on the live. So let me get right into that. I do have something here from the Digologist, who I do believe is still in the chat right now. So I want to get this opened up and see what it is. Yes, Oreo, I know the box is above your head. I'm sorry. Oh, that's cool. See, we got a magnet. It's a magnet fishing Squatch. Right on. That is cool. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I need like a shelf or something. Need to get a shelf to mount that up there. See, we got the line for the rope and a magnet on it. Right on. That is cool, brother, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna have to get a little shelf right up here or something to set that on. That is cool. I'm gonna have to get it so that you see if I can like make the rope like sit in his hands, sit in his hand right here. Maybe. Oop. Don't want to. There we go. All right. Now he's holding the rope. That's cool, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's cool. Oh, you're welcome, Digologist. I appreciate you for being here, and I'm so glad that we could help you reach that milestone. That 1,000 subscriber mark always feels really good. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep up with the chat over here and everything. So, what I'm going to do tonight is I don't have anything really special planned for tonight. So, what I do want to do is see if there's anybody who wants to come up and chat about their channel. Digologist, if you want to, more than welcome. I'd love for you to come up here. But who does Finders? Who did I miss that needs a wrench? I'm sorry. Hey, AZ. Oh, yeah. Awesome giveaway. I can't wait to see that. Finders needs a wrench. Okay, I don't see who that is that's in here. Give me a second to get caught up here on the chat over here so I can see who needs to get a wrench. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to do a little bit of housekeeping. Oh, Finders of the Forgotten. There they are. Bam. Finders, you're now set as a moderator, so you got a wrench. It's for you, guys. Now that you've got a wrench, you can come in here. You can attach your link to any of your channels, to any of your social media. That we can get your name out there a little bit more. Feel free. Everybody who comes on here, I want them to be able to promote their channel. One of the main reasons I do this is to help other channels to promote themselves. All of your social media. If you have any social media links you want to pop up there, pop them up there. If people can get some subscribers off of my Friday night lives, I love it. Absolutely. And I hope you guys will be able to make it tomorrow. Once again at 3 p.m. Eastern time, as I have Staff Water Raiders on here. That's going to be fun. Those guys, if you've watched any of their videos, they're a blast. They're always going, especially Steve. Steve-O is hilarious. He's constant, and it's great. The energy that they've got. It's a little cold over there right now in the UK, a little bit colder than it is right here in Florida. But hey, they're out there doing their thing. So, hey, if there's anybody who wants to come up here on the channel, let me know. I'm going to pop the link up out there. Because, guys, I just, bring everybody up here and have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's talk about things you found. Let's talk about things going on. Damn, really? Oh, doggone it. 28 below zero. Woo! That's too damn cold for me, Mike. No. That's Snorkel Pirate in the house. How you doing, brother man? The Coleslaw King. Oh, Ashley's a riot. Absolutely. Sneaky attack. Hey, I did a super sneak attack on last week's video. Threw up under the bridge to get that tote and actually grabbed hold of the thing blind. It was a blind super sneak attack, and I hit it. You know what? I'm going to pin that comment of mine with the link. There we go. All right. Anybody else who wants to come up in here? Here we go. You got someone down here who wants to come on up.
Scott. Hey, Scott, Oregon family.
Oregon family. All right. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. I'm just sitting here in the car waiting for my wife to get out of the hospital, so we're just might as well just come up here.
Yeah, if everything's all right.
Yeah, she's just doing her checkup.
Okay.
She just had some surgery, so she's doing her checkup.
All right. Well, that's good. Everything's okay.
Hey, you know what? I was wondering about the Kratos magnets, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to jump over that side.
Oh, let me tell you, the magnets I've been using Brute. I was pretty dedicated to Brute for a while. But let me tell you, since I've been fishing with Jason from Daddy and Daughter Plus Water and just watching him as we're fishing side by side, and he's constantly grabbing things, just constantly. And he will go fish where I just spent an hour fishing. And right where I just was for an hour and hardly pulled anything up, it's every cast with him. With that, because he's using the 3600 or the 3800 Titan. I'm using right now. I've got the 2400 clamp, the Orion, and I had my best weekend magnet fishing last weekend that I've had in a long time using that magnet. So yeah, I'm definitely a. Where'd it go? Doggone it! There we go. Team Kratos, 100%.
Yeah, well, I jumped on board with. Sorry about that. I jumped on board with Brute when I first started, and I was working with. I think his name is Clay.
Yes, it was Clay. Yeah.
Yeah, really nice guy. Really good guy. And I bought the 2600 double-sided. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed in that, dude.
Yeah, that's what I've been throwing for a while. But I will be getting the Titan. But let me tell you that 2400 clamp, it's light, it's easy. Well, I think it's light. It's so easy to throw. And you can see in this video I posted today, it's just, I throw that thing like it's nothing. It's so light. And that thing managed to just suck stuff right up off the bottom that I was missing before. So it was nice to not.
I get it, because I'm actually using the online magnet 1600 kilogram right now, 360.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a game changer, bro.
Yeah.
That took me over the edge. And now that Brutes, they're changing up a bunch of stuff over there. And
yeah,
I've been trying, because I want to do a giveaway for my 250 subscribers, right? I'm at 239, and I just can't get a hold of nobody over there.
Yeah, they don't respond
to you. Anymore. Somebody else does. So I mean, I don't know.
Well, I will tell you, one of the first things that sold me, Digologist, I was about to click and bring you up here. One of the things that really sold me with Kratos was Ben himself. Just watching him interact on the lives and on social media. He's not just some guy selling magnets. He's become part of the community with us. And that's great because he interacts with us. He talks with us. You send him a message, he responds. He shows up on the lives. He's made himself part of the community instead of just being somebody who is just trying to sell you merchandise. And that's by doing that, he's hearing us and he's watching our videos. He's seeing what we're doing, and he's able to adjust and do what he needs to do versus a company who's like, well, this is what we got. We know what's best, and here it is. Use it.
Well, maybe I just shoot him an email over there at Kratos and see what we can work out, because I love the Brute 1200. Don't give me the single-sided 1200. That's an awesome magnet. I love that magnet. But to be honest, that's the only one I've seen that I like from Brute.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to put down Brute, because they've been Clay was really cool with me, you know. But just ever since they switched things around, it's just nobody wants to talk to anybody.
Yeah, and there's other companies out there that are good. Rogue has some great products. I mean, there's Rogue, I think, and they've got a great ambassador program, and they treat their ambassadors great. Magnetar, you know, they've got some good products, but I'm one that when I try to be loyal and I try to stick, and I wasn't happy with what happened with that whole thing with Brute, and I fell in with Benny and with Kratos, and I'm glad I did.
That's kind of where I'm at now. You know what I mean? I mean, I was trying to be 100% loyal to him, but you got to stick with us, you know?
Yeah. Have a good night, Coastal Casey. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, for some reason I can't see the chat and you on this. Oh, there it is.
Spot metal detected. Yeah, if I pop them up here, yeah, that's the.
Good night, Casey.
If you're on your phone, I don't know when you're on your phone if you can see the chat from the StreamYard. Yeah. Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
So what's everybody up to? I mean, a little bit about my channel, man. We live on the Oregon coast, in Waldport, Oregon. It's like 17 miles south of Newport. We have to travel a long way to get any good magnification around here unless I just like hit the dock area and like that. Because otherwise there ain't really too many waterways, and the waterways that are here are thankfully really clean, which is good.
Yes.
You know? We're trying to get out there as much as possible. We're going to Grants Pass for Thanksgiving, so we'll probably be doing some stuff down on the Rogue River down there. I don't know. Trying to get some good videos out.
Yeah, that's it's always depending, I guess, where you're at. You got to find those good spots, and like you said, it's doing magnet fishing. It's kind of a not a catch-22, but the words, it was just right there and it just slipped me. But it's a good thing when the water's clean, but then it's not a good thing because you want to get content, but then you're also happy that, hey, the water's clean. You know, it's
right.
You know, we're doing this to help clean the water out and to get all this garbage up out of it. But if you go magnet fishing somewhere and there's nothing there, it's kind of like, well, I didn't catch anything, but at least I know it's clean.
Right. I just got my first shock, actually. I was doing a little bit of a couple days ago, and I was there's a reservoir up here by where I live, and normally all we ever get are like that, and I started bringing out tons of AR-15 shells.
That's cool.
And that was a first for me. I was like over the moon for that. That was pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to go back and hit that spot and see if there's something in there, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't got a gun or anything yet, but
oh, they're out there. It's just a matter of, it took me a year to get my first one.
Well, I'm on 4 months right now. I'm actually I didn't think I'd have 10 subscribers when I started this. I just started it to have something to do because I was driving myself nuts just sitting at home.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. I never really thought I would have, be where I'm at either, but here I am, and I've got to meet so many great people. And I mean, just the list of people who show up and channels who show up every Friday night here, and that you see from channel to channel, other people's lives and other content. It's so cool, the community, and I've got people in here I never would have had a chance to meet before now that I consider them to be my friends. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I've talked to a lot of people on here since I started doing this. And, man, none of us, any of us, would have probably ever come across each other ever.
Nope.
If it hadn't been for Magnafishing. And that's pretty cool. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, there's some really cool channels that I watch. And I've met some people over there in the UK, like the Coughing Tank, Barry. That dude's really cool, man. And you're going to do Patriot Magnets. Them guys, they're awesome. Rag and Bone Dippers, Peaky Dippers.
Yeah.
White Wally. I wouldn't even be watching White Wally if it wasn't for you, I don't think.
Oh, yeah?
Because I think it was either you or Rusty that had White Wally on there. So it was one of you. I can't remember which one. But
it might have been Rusty. I think it was Rusty. I've seen the name, but I think it was probably Rusty Magnets on their live.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, Johnny. You might want to check them out.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I guess maybe I'll give somebody else a chance to come up here. I'll go check on things here. It was nice to meet you all.
Absolutely.
Nice to come up here finally, man. And I'd like to come up here again sometime, maybe.
Absolutely, 100%. That's why I do this. If it's not a night where I have a special guest on, I try to do it open so that everybody can come up here and talk and chat. And sometimes people are willing to, and sometimes everybody seems camera shy. So I'm glad you came up.
It's kind of weird because when you're out there Magnafishing behind the camera, it's different when you try to get up here on a live chat and do it. I was scared to death, believe me.
Yeah, well, it's because when you're on camera, you're just talking. You're talking to the camera, but right here you're live, and everybody's seeing you live and talking and chatting and everything. And yeah. I was nervous the first couple times too, but now I've gotten to where it's family, and I love doing it. And I enjoy it, and I look forward to my Friday nights where I get to come up here and talk with everybody.
Yeah, I try not to miss them for sure. With that,
I appreciate that.
Stay safe out there, guys, and go catch a lot of treasure, all right?
Absolutely. Hey, God bless, and give your wife our best.
All right. I'll be on here. I'll be watching. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Peace out. Right on, right on. Anybody else want to come up here? Everybody is welcome to come on up here if they'd like to. So just I pinned the link to the top of the chat. So click on that if you'd like to. If you weren't in here earlier, Digologist, I don't know if he took off or if he lost connection or what, but Digologist, man, if you're still in here, come on back up. I want to have you up here and talk for a little while. But he sent me this, which is really cool. It's a Squatch with a magnet and a rope and everything. I'm going to try to see if I can't find a shelf sometime and maybe get this so that I got it mounted up here on a shelf. That'll be a good place for it right there. That'll be pretty cool. I'm going to feel that out tomorrow, AZ. I'm not sure. Maybe towards the end, I'll let some people pop up. But if I do, it's going to be towards the end of the main part of having them up on here. And maybe we'll bring some people up in here and see what we can do. 10-4 Digologist. Oh, right on. Well, congratulations, Kathy. That's cool. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read the comments again over here. Okay. All right. We got John from Digologist ready to come on up.
Okay. All right.
How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going, y'all? I'm doing all right.
Right
home
on.
on a Friday night without beer,
Yeah.
iced tea.
Same here. Iced tea.
Yeah, I sent Mally Man. Do you know Mally Man? Mike Mally Man 24, or it's pronounced M.A. Lyman. I sent him a Squatch as well, but his Squatch has a metal detector.
Okay.
So when I was on one of your live streams, I thought, well, this would be the perfect guy to send a Squatch to, because that's his channel. So I came up. I took one of my metal art and I whacked off the metal detector, and I come up with this little magnet. I drew it up on the Delta CAD and made a little burn on my burn table. And it wasn't hard to make. It didn't cost nothing but shipping. So I like doing this for people because it's a good way for people to promote their channel, have something of their channel that is made of metal. It's not going to go away. It's not a computer program. It's always going to be in their house, and they'll always have it.
Yes. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. I thank you for that, and I love the line and everything, the magnet. Yeah, it's see about maybe Sunday, because I'm going out magnet fishing tomorrow. About going and getting myself a little shelf to put right here, right up above the poker chips.
I'm looking to do some magnet fishing, but I really don't know which magnet to buy. I see them on Amazon, but you give me some heads up on that. What's a good starter magnet for?
Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. I would tell you, I mean, right now being with Kratos, I would tell you, check out Kratos.
Okay.
They've got some really good smaller magnets. The double sides, they've got some double sides. They've got the clamps, the 2400 clamp that I'm using right now. They also have the 2400 pound 360 as well. Of course, then the Titan, which is the bad boy of all of them, the 3800. It's probably, I would say the best value really is going to be the Titan. And it's a super light magnet. It weighs just barely over 4 pounds.
Okay.
And it's one of the strongest magnets that you're going to get for doing this for that weight. Because the Brute 3600 double-sided magnet weighs 10.5 pounds.
Oh yeah, that would be tough.
Yeah. And that's what I was throwing for a long time. So when you've got the Kratos 3800 pound and it weighs, just over 4, the Brute has their 360 out now and it's just over 5 pounds. Yeah, the Kraken. Yeah.
What size rope do you use for these magnets? I mean, I started out with a 400-pound magnet off of Amazon by Brute Magnetics, and I just put some small paracord on it. And I only went magnet fishing a few times and only got one video on my whole channel of magnet fishing. So I want to kind of diversify what I'm doing, along with, metal detecting. I want to do some magnet fishing. I want to do some bottle digging. So,
well, when you order the magnet, you can also order the rope with it, and it's good, solid rope. That was one of the things I really liked about Brute was their ropes were really good. But the rope that I got with this magnet, with the Orion, is really good rope. It's good. It's solid. You can tell it's not something that feels like it's going to break real easily. I'm not a big one for wanting to use paracord. I've seen some other people have gone and gotten like that nylon rope from like Home Depot or Lowe's or hardware store. And I don't really like that either. But I've also seen some that stretch. So as you get onto something and you're pulling, the rope is stretching, and you don't want something like that. But
right.
Yeah, the rope that Kratos actually sells with their magnets is a really good rope as well.
Okay. I'll check them out.
But yeah, I wouldn't, if you're going to do it, get a good magnet. A lot of people when I start out, should I start out with something small? Don't start out with something small. light or, you know, small weightage anyways. Get something with some good pull force to it. And just because you're going to miss a lot of stuff, you know.
What's a good pull force? What's
well, the 3800 is a good pull force. Yeah. The 2400 is great. Let me tell you, I was throwing the Brute 2600 double side for a long time now, and I threw this 2400 clamp, and it was in the places that I've thrown that magnet over and over and over and drug the bottom. I threw this clamp, and on the first toss, I was pulling stuff up right where my other magnet had ran across. It was just sucking stuff right up out of the mud. So, yeah, and like Kathy's saying, pond scum, 2400 minimum, absolutely.
I'm surrounded by water. I live in the eastern part of Virginia, so we have a lot of salt water around here. But just inland, we got a lot of canals. We've actually got a hand dug canal from the late 1800s, and yeah, and it goes out. I believe it goes all the way out into the Sound of North Carolina, but it was dug many years ago, and I believe it was dug by a combination of soldiers and unfortunately probably some slaves. I think there's some history in there. I think we could probably pull some things out of there that might be pretty cool.
And that's one of the cool things about doing this. The whole metal detecting, magnet fishing, all of that stuff is the historical stuff that you will find. Then again, that's also why states like South Carolina don't allow you to do it. And
yeah,
and that unfortunately is because you had some people who pushed the boundaries and were going into areas they should not have been going in magnet fishing, and they ruined it for everybody in South Carolina for magnet fishing.
Okay, well,
so it's one thing about this is you've got to be respectful, especially if you've got a historical area. It's like St. Augustine. There's areas in St. Augustine I would love to go throw my magnet, but I can't, because, you know, it's so much historical they've got going on down there that you would actually, I guess, get in trouble for doing.
We have a lot of historical places around here because of the location. I'm close to Williamsburg, Jamestown. So there's certain Williamsburg, James City County, you can't metal detect there. And I don't know about magnet fishing though. That's not really metal detecting, so it could probably get away with it there. But there's a lot of history around here too. Yorktown, you can't metal detect there.
Yeah, of course.
I would like to pull a couple cannons out of the water, which
right.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Well, you're not too god awful far, I don't think, from Jacob from Tidewater.
Yeah, actually, went out with Jacob one time, took him metal detecting with me, and he had to leave early, but he hunted with me a little bit, and we didn't quite get many fines, so I couldn't get a video out with him in it. But me and him plan to get back together, and he's going to take me magnet fishing. So I'm going to have to go ahead and buy something and be ready. And hopefully I can hang out with him and his wife and see what it's all about. Because I haven't, like I said, I've done it one time. I got one video, and it got pretty good views for one video on magnet fishing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also do you guys watch the Gig Master? He's a metal detectorist.
Gig Master? No, I don't think I've seen
Gig Master. Yeah, if you kind of go into the metal detecting side of YouTube, Gig Master, he's an older guy, probably in his 60s, but he's really energetic, and he goes out and he makes a lot of videos, and he has a lot of great finds. What I was going to say is he's close to me too. So there's quite a few people in this area that metal detect. They have YouTube channels and magnet fish. So
I have a ton of detector channels that I follow, and I try to keep up on them just because it's, again, I love finding the historical stuff that they find. You know, it's to dive and detect. I love watching them. Finders of the Forgotten. Of course, you got Ohio River History. I mean, that's just to name a few. Dawn the Metal Detective. You know, there's a lot of channels. And it'd take me a while to go off through all of them, but there's just so many, and it's so fun to watch. You know, as much fun as the magnet fishing side of things is. You know, that's what I do. So I love watching those, but watching the metal detecting side of things is really cool too, because just to think that in that dirt, you know, you got something that could be 50 to 100 to a couple hundred years old in that top layer, that right there. It's so cool.
Yeah. Most of the people in the metal detecting community are familiar with my latest big find. I actually found a coin from 1659, and it was extremely rare. And it's actually on the auction block at Stack's Bowers Galleries.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So
what's that expected to bring?
The guy who's a colonial coin expert at Stack's Bowers, he says between 10 and 15K, which is crazy. That's crazy money for digging a coin out of the ground. I got very lucky because one of my hunt buddies that I hunt with, he went through there and went right over it. And wow. When I went back through there, I got it, and it's a big thing. So if you don't mind me making a little plug, I got Monday evening at 7 p.m. If you want to check out this auction, you can go to stacksbowers.com and click on Bid Live, and you can watch the auctions. Mine's going to be probably one of the first ones up there at 7 p.m. But looking forward to it. I got a bunch of people going to go on there, and I'm going to make a video for that too as well.
Right on. That's cool. Swamp Rat was asking what coin is it again?
It's called Lord Baltimore Shilling.
Ooh.
It
was from the 16s?
Yeah, actually the coin was made for, his name is Cecil Calvert, and he was pretty much running Maryland. That's why it's called Lord Baltimore. So he owned a lot of land in Maryland. He actually sent over to the Tower of London Mint to have coins made in his like, and so his bust is on it and his coat of arms is on the back. He had 4 denominations. He had the shilling, which is the one I found. He had a 6 pence, a 4 pence, and a penny called a denarium. So I found the shilling, and they were really happy to see the good shape that it was in. And I think it's going to do well. I'm looking forward to it.
That's cool. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. If anybody wants to check it out, just go to Stack's Bowers at 7 p.m. Monday, and you can watch the live bidding. And I'm not the only one. This coin is going to bring quite a price, but if you go to Stack's Bowers archives, there's coins that sell for $7, $8, $10 million. It's really crazy. I can't believe a coin could sell for that much money.
All right, damn it, that's it. I'm getting the freaking detector.
I tell you what, that is absolutely a find of a lifetime. I'll probably never top that. I'll always try, but
it's funny because you hear a lot of guys say, we finally made it into the 1700s club, and then here you're talking about one from the 1600s. That's just that's so cool.
It was a shock. We didn't know what it was when I first got out of the ground, and matter of fact, I'm gonna pull a picture up on my phone and see if y'all can see it.
Wow. How far down was it? How deep?
I think it was about 9 inches deep in the ground. It had been in the ground for over 400 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No kidding. Was it a good sound, a good tone when you went over it, or?
Well, I had just gotten a new machine. Everybody's had the Equinox for the last 2 or 3 years. I I didn't want to let go of my Garrett because the 18 Max has done well for me. So I finally broke down and bought the Equinox 800. And basically, I was digging everything because I wasn't familiar with the machine. It came up a 20 to 22 on the Equinox. And when I dug it, I thought it was a Spanish Real. I called the guys over. I started looking at it, and I did not recognize the bust on it at all. So it was really a big surprise. There's a video of it too. It's called Lord Baltimore Unearthed. It's on my channel if anybody's interested.
Absolutely. Rob was asking, where did you find it? Maryland?
Suffolk, Virginia.
Suffolk, Virginia. There you go.
Yeah.
That's just really cool.
You know, we're close to Maryland. So, you know, the money was probably went around for maybe a decade or more. They actually confiscated his coinage because he didn't have permission to make these coins in his liking. And I think the government got mad at him over there across the pond. They confiscated a lot.
Right.
And what they didn't confiscate, they're popping up once in a while here and there.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
How much time have you spent like out on the beach and the beach sand detecting?
I started out back in 2012 beach detecting with a $79 machine called a Bounty Hunter Gold Digger, and did that for probably a couple years, and then I started getting into doing, you know, farm fields and going in the woods, and hooked up with a couple guys, and got a better machine. I got the 18 Max. 18 Max. It was pretty much when they first came out, so it was a big thing. I've had it for several years, and now I finally got the Knox, and it's one of the better machines out there. And I probably would have found this coin with the Garrett, but who knows?
Yeah,
you just never know.
Right.
Really tell. They all find metal, but some of them find metal better. You know, just like magnets. Some magnets will pick up stuff. Some magnets will leave it behind.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, absolutely. I think when I do finally get one, I'm heading to the beach. I guess there's some type of settings or something you got to do with it for when you're out there near all the salt and in that sand or something. You
want to get a machine that's good for the beach. If you want to go primarily beach detecting, it's got to be able to deal with salt water and the different minerals and stuff. So you'd have to do some research on that.
Hey, good night, Brad. Thanks for being here, brother, man.
All right. See you later, Fat Magnet Guy. Seen some of his videos. I like them. How you doing, Rob? I don't have the chat up because I didn't want to minimize the screen, so I'm just seeing who's ever popping up here with Jason.
Yeah, I'm trying to go through here, and if it looks like I'm not paying attention to you, I am, but I'm trying to listen to you and read the chat and keep up with everybody over here at the same time, and it's not always that easy.
We'll show y'all something. See this? This is some other metal stuff I do.
That looks like something from a Friday the 13th or something.
This is the Landjammer heavy duty metal detecting shovel. I've got 3 of these right. Well, actually 4 of these right now, and I'm not trying to really push them, but I've had them sitting in my house for about 2 months. And if anybody wants to get in and get a good shovel for digging, I'm letting these go for $59 plus shipping, and believe me, they will last.
No kidding. That's cool.
Yeah. 38 inches long, and they weigh about 4 pounds.
Watching a lot of the channels, the way they dig, trying to dig a circle, and I understand so that you can pull it out, look at it, and then put everything back in. because I do understand a lot of metal detectors just don't give a damn. They dig a hole. And when they're done, they just move on and leave a hole. And then you got others who actually want to come back and fill it so that you can almost can't tell that they were even there, which I think is really cool. But I was thinking, the round holes, like what they do for the hole on the green on golf courses, something like that. How would that work? If you've pretty much right here is where the area that you found, and then take that and put it down in there, and turn it and then pull out a plug, and then that plug would be very easily just put back down in that hole.
That sounds like a really great idea, but I'll be honest with you. In my experience, you can't always pinpoint the target to the very center to where you want to go. So you might end up with 5 or 6 plugs beside each other before you actually got to the target. It's just
right.
It's really tough. My Garrett would throw me off. My targets would say it's in the center of the coil, but it would be 3 or 4 inches back behind the coil. The Minelab has a really good pinpointer thing on it, and it does good. But something that's small that has to be pushed down the ground, if it's that big around, you could probably use it for shallow targets in a park or something. But if you're in a farm field or if you're in the woods, you got to deal with roots. You got to deal with rocks, shells, a lot of other things. So,
yeah. Well, that's why I ask. It's nothing I've ever done before. So, putting that out there to people who are doing this and get your feedback on it. And that's, it makes a lot of sense.
There's some good shovel companies out there. I currently, I use this one sometimes when I go in the woods where there's a lot of vines, but I also use one from the Key Date Kid. You ever heard of him?
The who?
Key Date Kid. He's a metal detectorist out in Colorado. I believe he's Colorado. Excalibur shovels. Anybody that metal detects has probably heard of Excalibur shovels. He's got several brands, really high quality workmanship. He's a metal fabricator like me. Of course, I do structural steel, but on the side I do little projects. But he's got his own shovel company, and he's got some good stuff. It's really good stuff. And he just recently started powder coating his shovels, and they look really nice. And I can tell you from my experience, his shovels are very, very strong. I've pried rocks out of the ground with them, big rocks. So give him a shout out.
Yeah, you don't want something that's going to break on you while you're out there. That would just be frustrating.
I've broken 3 shovels over a period of about 10 years. And
well, that's not too bad.
Well, yeah.
That definitely could be a lot worse.
It definitely could. I started out with some cheap ones and finally bought one off of eBay I thought was good, but it lasted about 1.5 years and then it snapped in half.
Well, I in the line of work that I was doing, I mean, I still kind of do, but it was pest control and termite. And man, I tell you, I can't tell you how many shovels I broke just doing trenching around a home.
Yeah.
And you just try to get something, it snaps and the wood would snap, or the shovel right where the wood goes into the handle, and then get one of those, not carbon fiber, but it's synthetic type handles. Like, this is nice and strong. This isn't going to break and then snap. I've probably gone through
like a fiberglass handle.
Yeah, like fiberglass handles. Yeah, I've gone through. Of course, they don't really snap. They kind of crunch and bend over on you, but they're no good at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I broke a lot of shovels doing that.
That is I did electrical work for years. And I did was under a lot of houses, and I never thought that you guys actually went under the houses. I thought that you just went in and sprayed inside the houses, but I seen a pest control guy crawl under there with coveralls on. And when he came out, he was filthy. He had spider webs all over him. And I said, oh, that job I could not do.
Yeah, I've been there, done that more times than I care to count.
Yeah.
the worst is when you got to go up under some of those and actually drill into the brick to pump chemical. Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. It's not fun. It's not fun. And I'm not claustrophobic, but there's been times I've been up under a house where it's like, okay, I got to get out from under here. I've had black racers crawl across me.
Oh no.
Yeah. Which of course you don't know it's a black racer. All you see is a snake. I've been up under a home and you're doing your thing and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, where's that coming from? You can't see it, but you can hear the rattle. It's
yeah. I've never even seen a rattlesnake. Most of the snakes I encounter metal detecting are like water snakes. Haven't even ran across any water moccasins. So just regular.
Yeah, I've came across too many snakes to count.
Right. Okay, I see Tim W. He says, just saw the coin on Stax Bowers. Really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. Hope you guys will check it out Monday. I like to get everybody involved in this because, it's excitement. It inspires people. And, of course, it's a good payday for me.
Yeah,
and,
no kidding.
And I'm going to sink that back into my channel. I'm thinking about doing a live stream, but I got to get everything set up the way I want it because I want to do not just a bland live stream. I want to do like a show and have different segments. And I like the races and stuff like that. So it's something that may come up in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I've kind of debated about putting more structure to this, but I just kind of like having to sit back and just chill out and have everybody come up and talk as we want to. And just to, every now and then it's been a little while, but have, shots, cheers and all that stuff. And it's just a good time, fun time. Say again?
You don't want to make it a job.
No, absolutely not. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to get to the point to where I'm not looking forward to doing this. Yeah. And I'm nowhere near that right now. I so look forward to coming on here Friday nights and getting to chat with everybody. So,
well, I ran out of stickers a while back. I had some stickers for my channel, so I'm gonna get Park Rat Pat to make some stickers for me. He does that on the side.
Yes.
I'll get some stickers out to you guys. I'll send you some, and you can send them out to different people. And I got yours, by the way. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to put one of them on this Jeep I just bought. I just bought a really old Jeep Cherokee, and it's going to be my relic ride because it's a 4-wheel drive.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. Relic ride. Absolutely. Yeah, I've got to get myself a new vehicle here eventually because I'm driving a 2001 Toyota Corolla that's just my trunk is torn the hell up from all this. I mean, there's so much rust crumbs in the trunk of my car. I really got to get in there and clean it out again. But every time I get in my car, I smell magnet fishing. From the mud and all that stuff that's been back there. It's just you get in my car and you can smell that.
Yeah, I understand because I learned real fast that if you wear water shoes at the beach, you don't want to leave them inside your vehicle because they got that beach water on them, and it'll just smell like the ocean. It'll be kind of rank.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I left something in my trunk one time. I thought I got everything out, and it had some barnacles on it.
Oh
yeah, and it was like all the way in the back corner of the trunk, so that you kind of had to get your head down in there to see where it was.
Yeah.
So I thought I had everything out, and it was during the summer, so it was really hot, and I got in my car to go to work that Monday morning, and I sat down. It was like, oh, what in the world? So I've got my flashlight turned on my phone, and I'm looking under the seats to see if one of the boys had left food in there or something, and I'm like, man, I don't know. So I opened up the trunk and I'm looking at, as soon as I opened up the trunk, it was like, oh, and sure enough, that's
Yeah.
it was that little piece of metal, and it wasn't but that big. Just a little piece of metal with barnacles on it.
Yep. And barnacles. Oh, yeah, that's a bad deal there. You need a pickup truck.
Yes.
Thing in the back, and then it stays open to the elements.
Yeah, I definitely do. I need a pickup truck. I need a trailer. I don't even need a big trailer. I saw at a customer's house, there was this trailer. It was probably like 6 foot long and like 4 foot wide. And, just a perfect little trailer for throwing the scrap in and everything.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, it would be really much nicer than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to jump back into the chat. I appreciate you having me on. And you guys, if anybody's interested in one of these shovels, if you know anybody that needs a shovel, I'm letting them go really cheap. I usually sell them for $100. I'm letting them go for $59 plus the cost of shipping. And I'll get them out to you within a couple of days. And also keep an eye on that coin on Monday evening. If anybody's interested in watching it, I'm going to have the Dime Detective and Doug Money over here with me. We're going to be watching it live, and hopefully it'll sell well. And these guys, they're going to get a little piece of it too. I promised them a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Since I've been riding on their coattails so long.
That's cool. Well, when you're done here, go down into the chat and put the link for the auction.
Okay.
And also whatever link you have for your products.
All righty.
Down in there. So absolutely.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, yeah, John, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming up here and talking for a little while. And again, hey, thank you.
Yeah, man. Enjoy.
I will. Absolutely. Appreciate it.
All right. See y'all later.
Yep. All right, guys. That was John the Digologist. If you have not made it over to his channel yet and subscribed, get on over there and do that for him. That was a good chat. I tell you what, that coin's really cool. I hope they get that auction price up there for him. That would be awesome for him to get a really good auction price on that. Absolutely. That's the kind of stuff right there that we do this. It's treasure fam, treasure hunting. That's what we're all looking for. Something like that, especially when you're swinging that metal detector. Absolutely. All right. Anybody else want to come up here and join me? The link is pinned up there at the top of the chat. So if there's anybody who wants to come join me, come up here, talk for a little while, say hi, show your face, talk about your channel, any cool finds you have. Call it treasure porn. We all love seeing that treasure porn. Oh, wow. And that's before it even really gets started there, John. Nice. Yeah. I can attest to that too there, Willie. I agree with that one. When my kids were small, one of them left their sippy cup with some milk in it in the back of the car. Yeah, we didn't know it was there until we knew it was there. And of course, the way we found out it was there was that wonderful smell, that just overwhelming, wonderful perfume of spoiled, rotten milk sitting in your car when it's been nice and, 95 to 100 degrees outside. Of course, makes it 125, 130 inside the car. No, the shampoo, yeah. Well, you know what? I don't have any. I don't have a watermelon vodka. They're Kettle Black, but Yeah. We got some of this in the house. So, hey, for everybody who's got one, I'm doing one shot, Tim. One shot. I still got my tea. They almost look alike. Yeah, I know, Willie. Holy crap, and they're so funny. When they get going on their lives and they've been drinking, especially Angela, holy crap, they're a blast. All right, if you got them, cheers. Ooh. Okay. Julie Banjos. Thanks, Tim. I hear you. And that's the same thing with me. I would love. It would be amazing if this channel got to that point for me where I didn't have to work and I could just do this all the time. I don't think it'll happen. I'm not planning on that happening. But as it is right now, I love doing this. I love going out and having fun, getting to hang out with my buddy Jason. When I've got the boys and we're able to take them out too, like this past weekend, that was just a blast. You know, I really enjoy doing this. And then I love editing. I love putting up the videos. I love doing this. It's just absolutely, it's way too much fun for it to be anywhere near being a job. 100%. Well, we've got a cold weather brother on here. What do you say we say hi to Johnny from Alaskans on the Fly? Sir, how you doing?
What's up, dudes? Dudes and dudettes.
Dudes and dudettes.
Yeah, me and 907 was about to go magnet fishing today, but it was 35 below this morning. So, yeah. No go.
Yeah. No. Your rope wouldn't even come up as a rope.
Yeah, it'd last about 20 minutes and it'd be frozen.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, we were real close to going. And we were talking about that, you know, treasure stuff. I mean, everything you find might not be worth a whole lot, but we were talking about the 7 or 8 knives that I found, and he found a pretty cool Leatherman super tool. And you add that stuff up, man, that pays for a couple magnets right there, just in knives.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I'm after the cool factor. It don't even matter if it's worth anything, as long as I'm jumping up and down, ding dang do, baby.
And one thing we've talked about is finding guns is
it's all right.
But I'm with you. I mean, it's some of the other stuff. Like I found that set of or the half handcuffs last week. That was probably one of my favorite finds the whole day. Were those handcuffs?
Oh yeah, I've yet to find some, so feel lucky.
That's my first time finding handcuffs.
Jason up in Detroit, he finds them all the time.
I know.
Yeah,
hey,
that guy's pretty lucky.
Marlon, how you doing? What was funny is that day is Jason, he pulled up a file and he pulled up some small chain that looked like it would have gone for handcuffs or shackles.
Yeah, probably was.
And they were all right there in the same area. So it's like, okay, there's a story here that needs to be told somehow or another.
I love the story. That's as good as the value or the coolness.
Absolutely.
There's a story behind each and everything we find, man.
Well, and me and Jason, it doesn't make it on camera a lot, or if I don't think at all. But me and him will pull stuff up, and like things will be connected, and we'll sit there and start putting a story together. You know, and we'll pull something else up and add to the story and everything.
Oh yeah, it could be or it might not be, but you know, that's the fun part.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like with the cane I found, I was like, poor old guy got beat down or something, or he just got pissed because he had to use it and he threw it in the slough, and I found it.
There you go. And you know, it's telling the story, making up a story. It's all about giving yourself a laugh and
Yeah.
you know, just enjoying yourself while you're out there. This is what it's about.
You know what I call that? Everybody's got to have a little joy in the journey, brother.
100%.
Whatever way you can find it, take it.
That's right. You gotta make your joy sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Joy will find you, but you know, you've got to make your own joy also.
Yeah, the magnet fishing journey has been pretty damn fun for a couple years here, and I'm not stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. It's become a part of my life, and you know, and again, going back to people I never would have met before or even had a chance to talk to, you know, all of you guys who are my friends that, you know,
oh yeah,
it's a family. That's for daggum sure.
Join the journey, man.
No
I
kidding.
shot on that video of the breaking the ice. Watch that sometime when you get a chance. I just put it up yesterday.
Yeah, I've got to sit down. It's probably going to be Sunday, but I'm going to sit down and actually go through because there's a lot of notifications for videos that have popped up, and I got to go back and watch a lot of videos. Yeah,
I used to watch them each and every one until I was done, but there's so many now that I can't do that.
And I know, and I want to show everybody love, and I try to show everybody love. And
anybody that's seen my comments,
but I'm trying to.
Yeah, and anybody that's seen my comments over the last couple of years, they know how dedicated I am. I'm addicted to magnets, man. It's a sick addiction. Very attractive.
Yes, very attractive.
I might not be attractive, but boy, my magnets are.
Yeah, we're it definitely is a very it's a good addiction.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Yeah, I think my magnets are sexy. 907, he got some sexy magnets too.
Yes.
I tell you what. Oh yeah. Yep. Magnet envy.
You know what? I was having magnet envy going out there fishing with Jason with his doggone with that freaking Titan. Good Lord, I love that magnet.
Yeah, I tried Mike's a few times, but how'd you like that clamp?
Oh, I love it.
That
clamp was finding stuff, places my magnet has drugged the bottom countless times, and I
told you last week. Told you last week how that was going to go.
Yes, I had the best week magnet fishing that I've had in some time.
With that clamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine's stuck to a fucking rail at the bottom of the lake right now.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry for the F-bomb. Earmuffs, everybody, earmuffs.
I heard you say
trucking. Yeah, I want to pop on there and just second that about the treasure fam, and everything doesn't have to be cool. Somebody I saw earlier was like, oh, I was discouraged. I was frustrated because I didn't find anything. Stay after it.
Yes.
You will find it. I remember when. Go ahead, brother.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No, I was just saying Beard was like, no, I haven't found a gun yet. Next thing you know, he's 2 or 3, 4 guns in now.
Yep.
That wasn't too long ago. I mean, but the guns are cool. Yeah. But I think the other stuff is just as cool, if not cooler.
100%. There's been days. I mean, when we go out, it's usually 6 hours or so of fishing.
Oh, yeah. Me
and too. for a 20-minute, 15-minute, sometimes 10-minute video, and in that 6 hours, there's a whole lot of throwing where you're not pulling up anything.
Yep.
But you got to keep going at it. You got to stay at it, and that's how you do this. That's how you pull all that garbage up. If you just give up, you're not going to pull up any of the garbage. And
that's right.
The big thing about doing this really is getting all that garbage up out of the water. I mean,
sure is.
Sit there watching you guys pulling up radiator parts after radiator parts after radiator parts.
So loaded full.
Yeah.
We'll have content forever out of that place.
I'm telling you, that's freaking Radiator Springs up there in Alaska.
Yeah. And the honey hole where my magnet's stuck, it don't deter me from going back there because I got 6 or 7 sweet knives out of that one spot.
Yes. You just got to make sure you know where not to throw anymore.
Oh, I know where not to throw. As stupid is, it stupid does.
Yes.
You know? But I'll be with Mike and I, we'll be able to get it back. And if not, no big loss because it's already paid for itself with all those knives.
Yeah.
Plus, it was half broken and chipped out and falling apart. If you watch the videos, anybody will see how chipped out that magnet was, but it still latched on that rail like it was glue.
And it's amazing how, even when they do crack, how strong they still are.
Yeah, it's just, I don't think it lost any strength, even with all those chips in it.
That's awesome. So, absolutely. Well,
and then the park ranger lady came that same day, and she's like, man, appreciate you guys cleaning out that water. And I had a wad, just a big ball of fishing line and crap, throwing it in a trash can. And she was like, wow.
Yeah, I don't show as much of the fishing line and stuff coming up as I probably could, but it's just about every time I go out. I mean, it's
you guys are cursed with cast nets.
Oh my God, the cast nets.
Yeah. I have never ever got a cast net up here. I mean, it's not a big thing up here, but you guys seem to get them every single time you go out.
Oh, cast nets are just, and we'll pull up cast nets in places where really someone's throwing a cast net here? Why would you throw a cast net here? Yeah. Well, that place I go down where I pulled up the ammo belt.
Yeah,
there's so many cast nets down there still, and it's just insane.
Covering up all the good stuff.
Probably. The fishermen have actually marked. There's X's on that fishing pier. There's X's on the floor on the boards. Marking.
Did you put them there?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, people marking where they threw them?
Marking where they're catching onto cast nets.
Oh,
like when
okay.
they're fishing, it's like they'll catch onto a cast net, so they'll know there's a cast net there. They'll put an X on the board. Don't fish here. There's a cast net here.
I do something like that. If I latch onto something that I don't ever want to latch onto, I'll kind of put a little mark on the railing or something. Don't fucking throw right there ever again.
Yeah.
You know, stupid ain't and stupid don't, you know.
Yeah.
Mike helped me get my magnet back.
Once to throw here, ain't gonna do it again.
Yeah, Mike knows. He helped me get my magnet back a couple times.
Well, I'm looking forward to it warming up there so that you can go back in there and get that magnet. How far out is it?
Oh, it's 20, 25 feet from the bank. Probably about 4-6 feet of water. Be pretty easy. About 2-3 feet of rope still attached. So
okay,
be able to just kind of and go down there and pick it up. Ding, dang, do.
No kidding. Wow. That sucks, though, that you knowing where it is and not being able to get to it right now.
Yeah, me and 907 got some ideas of some stuff coming up, magnet fishing for crazy people in Alaska. You know, we can only do so much. You know, break an iceberg.
Yeah.
We're about froze in on the river and lakes now. There ain't much to do, but we're going to come up with it.
I was going to say I could get into metal detecting, but that'll be hard to do up there too because that ground gets all frozen over. You ain't getting through that.
Yeah, I got a metal detector, but it's not as fun as magnet fishing. But it's still fun.
Well, you know, I could see there being some really good finds up there with the metal detector, especially if you can get around some of the old claim sites.
Boxes of gold.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If I get into that shit, I'll probably be worse. Crazy. I don't need that. I'm crazy enough, man.
You get that gold fever and you're just stuck.
Yeah. I've lived here all my life and I haven't never had gold fever. I'm not sure I really want it, but I have magnet fever now.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if you're like me. I go digologist gold.
Tons of gold up here.
I go past any body of water. If it looks like a ditch or a drainage ditch, if I can slow down and take a look at it, I'm looking at it.
Oh, that's me, and I get that little twitch going.
Yep, it's you know you're a magnet fisher when every body of water or piece of water you see looks sexy.
My hand starts doing this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, hell, man, my phone's about to die. I just got out the truck and I'm in the place here. I better plug it in. Thought I'd say, what's up? Gobbledygoo gang, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All the way from Alaska, man. 40 below tonight, so stay warm.
I'm glad I don't have that anymore.
Come on back anytime.
Oh, I want to. I want to get up there for vacation and take a look around again, as it's so beautiful up there. I do miss it.
Well, watch that video. You'll reminisce on the ice.
I do. Every time.
All right, then. Get somebody cooler than me up here. We'll check y'all later.
It's that cold up there. I don't know if there's anybody cooler than you right now.
Mike's cooler than me. Well, we're both pretty cool, but yeah. He's got his pellet stove going. It's nice and warm. He knows how to stay warm.
Yeah, he does. All right, brother, man. Thanks for coming on.
You know it. Y'all have a good night. I'll still be around. You know me.
Yes, sir. 10-4.
All right, then. Gobbledygoo.
Gobbledygoo. Right on. Johnny from Alaskan on the Fly. Fun channel. And he's not kidding. When I watch his videos, it's all I think about. I'm watching what he's doing, but I'm thinking about my year up there in Kodiak. He's not in Kodiak. He's well north of Kodiak, but it's still, yeah. Yeah. No way, Jose. Yeah. When I was up there, we were underway. We're out in the middle of the Gulf of Alaska, and I've got on my cotton long johns, my polypropylene long johns, my Coast Guard uniform, and then I've got on a Mustang suit, which is our flotation device, but it's a whole suit, and then a parka over that, and I could still feel the wind hitting my skin. Yeah. Whew. Yes. I just want to take my magnet out somewhere and just like throw it on the ground and just drag it across the ground and see what it'll pull up. When we moved in here, I've told this story before. When we moved into this house, I had the boys take the magnets and walk around the outside of the house, and they came back probably 4 or 5 times with that magnet just slap covered with nails from just around the perimeter of the house. How scary is that? So yeah, if you got a magnet, take it and drag it around your house just to see the garbage that'll come up out of the ground and the nails. It's unbelievable. All right. Anybody else want to come up here and join me tonight? It is open chat tonight. Found a knife that way. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Really not surprised. Found a golf club. Was it the whole golf club or was it just the head? Because I've found a couple of the heads of golf clubs. Have not found a full golf club. However, the golf course right around the corner from here was Orange Park Country Club. Just one day, just shut down. Everybody showed up to work. It works at the golf course, and everything was shut down and locked. They were told to go home. That could be mag draggers. No kidding. Now you got me thinking about that. That's not, yeah, absolutely. Good Lord, no, you really got me thinking about that. Get some good high power magnets and just people could hire you to go out to their yard and just drag the magnets across their yard and clean up anything like that. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Marlon. All right, brother, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out for a little while. Have a good night at work. And I hope you're able to have a good weekend out there with some treasure hunting. Yeah. Well, that was one of the things I figured because when we moved in here, it was like this. It'd been a while. Actually, no, they put on a roof right as we were moving in. They put on a new roof because the tenants that were living here before were living with a roof leak over the laundry room and just never decided to tell the owners about the roof leak. So it did a lot of damage. So after the roofers were done, I told the boys to go walk around with the magnets, and man, they didn't just find the stuff from the new roof. They found a bunch of old stuff that had been there for a long time. So heck yeah, I think that might actually be a pretty good idea. Freaking come up with a company to go out there with the magnets and walk around people's yards or around their homes and whatnot and clean all that stuff up. That'd be cool. I'd like to one day, speaking of that, Nathan, I'd love to one day be able to just travel. I'd love to be able to take off and go just cross country and just magnet fish and, maybe meet up with some detectorists and go metal detecting with them and whatnot. That would be so cool. All right. We've got down here looking to join into the stream. Whoop, whoop. We got Dennis from Southwest Florida, right? Treasure detecting. Yep. How are you doing? Oh, we can't hear you. Nope. Leave the silver and gold for us detectorists. That is one thing that does suck about doing magnet fishing is our money, of course, isn't magnetic, and we're not going to catch any gold or anything like that unless it's wrapped up in something else that we pull up. So that's one of the reasons why if we ever catch hold of a bag or something, we are quick to want to look in that bag and find out what's in it. No, still can't hear you. Nope. Oh, I think I heard something. No, still nothing. Yeah, no kidding. That'd be like you do like a vlog of magnet fishing each state, just like going from state to state to state all the way around. Get an RV, live on the road, get an RV with a trailer so you can put all your scrap in it, hit the scrap yards along the way. That'd be cool. That's cool, Donald. That's cool. Yeah, that whole that ring finder thing. I think that's a cool thing. I heard. I think it was on Ohio River History the first time I heard about the ring finders. But that's a cool organization. No, still not getting anything from you, Dennis. Hey, Digging with Deej, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. All right. If there's anybody in here who didn't hear earlier, I am doing a special live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time with Staff's Water Raiders from over in the UK. If you have not checked out Staff's Water Raiders, you really need to, especially if you want to come and hang out on that live tomorrow at 3.
What about now?
Ah, there you go.
All right, I changed headphones. So.
Are you? All right. Whew. So it looks like you had a dead set of headphones, huh?
That's crazy. They're brand new.
Oh, wow.
Working, well, not brand new, but not even a month old, though.
Well, that's pretty much brand new.
Yeah. So anyway, so what's going on?
Not too much. Just hanging out on Friday night. Open live, talking to everybody, seeing how things are going. Kind of upset with myself from bowling tonight, but we'll move on past that.
I'm mad at Shane from Ohio River History now. He created a monster.
Oh, what was that?
I won one of his magnets, and I've been hooked, dude. I mean, it's like I can go out with a metal detector, silver and gold, coins, but I'm picking up rusty metal with a magnet.
Mm-hmm. And you can't stop throwing the damn thing.
I can't. I just got back. I went out tonight, found a little bullet and a Zippo lighter, a pair of pliers, and just there's all kinds of stuff out there. I just unbelievable.
It is absolutely, and
let me turn
with metal detecting, you can kind of hey, somebody this fell out of their pocket, or at the beach, you can understand somebody losing a ring or something. You can understand how things hit the ground, and especially if you're in an area where there was military battles, Civil War, Revolutionary War, any of that kind of stuff. But the stuff we find in the water, how the
exactly
who threw this in the water and why?
I found a Nicaraguan coin. I found a pogo stick. I found a satellite dish. I found a muffler, a drive shaft. All kinds of stuff. I actually took my first load of scrap in today and got $88 off of it. 800 pounds.
Yeah, there you go.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it can be profitable if you can save your scrap. I just don't. The scrap yards around here are only open Monday through Friday, and they're closed by the time I get off work. Exactly. And I can't go on the weekends because they're closed on the weekends. So
ours is open from 7:30 to 12 on Saturday, and I got off early today, so I took everything I had today and went and picked up a bunch of rebar I found on the side of a canal. That holy cow, I don't know how much rebar is there.
Yeah. Jason and myself hit a place where it was constant rebar, constant. It was
this is laying on the ground beside the canal. I mean, I got a little short video put out. It's just. There's probably $500, $600 worth of rebar laying there.
Yeah. It's like, why? Just got left.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know.
All right. Let me get over here and see if I can catch up and get Deej.
I've seen her in there.
Yeah. I'm going to get her a wrench. Thank you, Barry. Try to give everybody in here who's in here a wrench that needs one. It sucks when I go back over to the YouTube stream off of the StreamYard stream when the whole chat starts running through and I've got to catch up on it so that I can Yep, there she was. Where'd she go? There she is.
Do you use the comments or do you watch the actual YouTube chat?
Well, no, I stay on StreamYard for the most part, but for me to give somebody a wrench, I have to go to the YouTube stream to do that. I can't do that from StreamYard. So, but when I go back to it, like right now, I guess it's frozen over there. It's not keeping up. So when I go back to it, all of a sudden the chat starts moving, and it's like got to catch up to where we're at, and it could be 20 minutes worth of chat flying up on the screen until it gets to caught up. It's a pain in the ass doing it that way, but sometimes it's just the way it wants to work. Maybe it's just my computer. I don't know. So, all right. Well, other than magnet fishing, what else you been up to?
Me, I just been hanging out, just doing my thing, working and coming back. And I'm thinking about maybe going out and metal detecting in the morning, but I'm not sure. People are starting to come back to the beaches again had a big lull there for a little while, which was crazy because where I'm hunting at is like full of people always, and they're just now starting to come back. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no kidding. That's good. We need them back out there resupplying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's a real low tide out tomorrow, and I was wanting to hit it, but I got to be at the scrapyard at 7:30 with some more rebar that I picked up today. So I must see. I might go with it
that's what I
afterwards.
was. It's hard for me to do that. So I got a guy who lives right around the corner here. What I do bring home, he'll come pick up because he kind of does a lot of scrapping and everything. But a lot of times, a lot of the big stuff will set off on the side, and we have a scrapper that we get a hold of. Jason will send him a text message with a pin drop for the location. And usually that guy is either that day or the next day is there picking that stuff up. So at least we know when we're putting stuff aside that we're not able to take with us, he's coming to get it.
I'm going to put a link in here to this video. I want you to check out. It's real short, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some of your, as far as your magnet fishing right now, what's some of your favorite finds magnet fishing?
Like how I found a hammer. I found, I don't know, trying to think what was, I found a bunch of, I found like a pogo stick. I found a satellite dish. I found like 3 anchors now. I found actually a big knife. I found an actually stainless steel knife, a bunch of junk distorted knives. And actually tonight I got the bullet and a Zippo lighter tonight. I got a muffler, a drive shaft. I've got all kinds of just scrap rebar and just metal pieces and street signs. I've got like 3 of those, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the story of how that stuff got there, especially car parts. Car parts really, it's like, why do you take a car apart or just throw them in the garbage or take them somewhere? Why are you going to come to a bridge and throw that shit in there?
Well, like I said, last weekend I pulled out that drive shaft. It was actually a 2-piece drive shaft. I mean, 2 pieces.
Oh, wow.
That big.
That's insane. Yeah. He says a drive shaft. That's a new one.
I kept looking for the car.
Yeah. Goodness. All right. So what magnet was it? I know you won a magnet from Shane. What magnet?
I got the from Shane. It was the Brute box, a Brute 1200 single side. And then it was funny because I've been trying to win magnets from all you guys for months. And I finally went out to Kratos and ordered the 360, the 3800, and I ordered a little magnet, a little 550 double-sided to test the water so I don't lose my big magnet and this and that. But the other one's pre-ordered, so I'm still waiting for the big one to come in. And as soon as I ordered that, the next day I won that one from Shane.
Yeah.
So I've been using that, and my son goes with me every now and then and uses the littler one, which we test the waters with it to make sure there ain't no rocks or nothing get jammed in or something hung up in or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I didn't do that one day and lost a magnet.
Yeah. There you go. I forgot about that swamp rat. Just reminded me. I found a voodoo bag. Yeah.
Well, Kathy is mentioned in my video today. Last week, I pulled up a plastic shopping bag.
I seen that.
Yeah, with the rocks and those little brake pads.
Car tomorrow. Charge it so you'll start.
Yeah, it needs air in the tires too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got air here, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about
Because
that.
I got my tag in.
Yeah. Okay.
I see you down there, Anita.
God.
Make sure he has the tag.
Loving on your kitty.
Yeah, the bag that I found had all kinds of seashells, shredded up dollar bills, just shredded up, and all kinds of pennies, Mexican money. As a matter of fact, a silver coin. I got it right here. That was in there. I'm sure it's 1 ounce silver. It's thick and had all kinds of nickels, dimes, silver quarters, and just weird stuff in there. A feather, a seahorse, all kinds of weird stuff. Statue, a magnet, had weird stuff. So
no kidding. That's some of that stuff just absolutely blows you. It's like, okay, do I want to throw this back?
Well, I didn't realize until I got home, and then everybody's like, "Oh, I wouldn't have brought that home." And it was like, "Oops." But
well, maybe if you don't know what it is, the curse doesn't come with
exactly, yeah, that's what I would get.
it. Ignorance is bliss on something like that, maybe.
Oh, who is it? Somebody, I forget who it was, said between me and
Good night,
Swamp Rat
Digologist.
and somebody else,
Thanks,
he
brother,
would
man.
start a death pool from all the voodoo stuff.
Yes.
He said he was joking, but
Well, doggone, Jason up there in Michigan, Detroit, Motor City Magnets. He's pulled up quite a few weird stuff. He's pulled up a whole cauldron full of stuff and bottles with stuff thrown in them and messages.
well, I'm only like 2 weeks into it, so God only knows what I'm into next.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. It just you find yourself. Deej says, "I wouldn't have brought it home."
Exactly, that's what she said.
You'll find places that are out of the way, and those are kind of places that people want to go throw stuff because who's going to find it here?
Well, I live in Cape Coral, Florida, and there's canals everywhere, bridges everywhere. And I actually went on my map. Okay, I'm looking for the ones that are way off in the middle of nowhere in the bad part of the neighborhoods, and those are the bridges I want to start hitting now. And
I cannot tell you the time I have spent on Google Maps.
Yep.
Just looking.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
All righty. Well, in the meantime, we're going to add Anita to the stream.
I don't know if you can see this or not, but
there we go.
I sat there and did this. See all the little red circles?
Yes.
That's in a bad part of the neighborhood that I'm going to go to. It's about 20 miles from here. Every one of those red circles is a bridge.
Yeah, that's insane. But that's all the canals down there. I mean, that's, yeah. Hey, Heavy Metal Detective, how you doing? Or Detective, I'm sorry.
The search I always do on Google Maps is old railroad bridges in my county. And then I type in whatever county it is that you live in. Obviously, you have to change it. But they bring up all these old different railroad bridges in your area. Some of them have already been abandoned, or they've been destroyed or whatever. Which is where I found the last stuff. Remember, I showed you that stuff from last time where we went. Yeah. It's really cool that you can still see that bridge and go under that bridge and look at it.
Right.
So
that's cool. There's a lot of areas down here where there were trains and the tracks are gone and they've made them walking paths and bike paths and
exactly.
And stuff like that. But the bridges that
are still there.
Are still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually had my first Karen last weekend too. I was on a little bridge right by a golf course, and the guy, I talked to the range master and everything. He says, "Oh, cool, good to go. Appreciate you picking up the trash out of the water, all this." Because right now, I wasn't on the golf course, but just right before the golf course. This guy comes up in a pink golf cart, looks at my bucket, looks at me and says, "What the F are you doing?"
The F are you doing?
I said, "I'm magnet fishing. I'm pulling out scrap metal and stuff like that out of the water and cleaning the waters." "You can't be here." I said, "Well, this is a public property. I can be here, And I said, "I've just talked to the range master and everything." If I was smart, I had my GoPro on my head. I didn't turn it on until after he was leaving. Like, perfect video, and blew it. And he went on and cursing me that I got to leave. He's calling the cops. They
don't know anything about anything. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
They think what you're doing is super weird and they don't know what's happening.
No. I caught on later because he says he hadn't seen no turtles here in 3 days now. And I said, "Dude, this is the first time I've ever been here." I said, "I haven't with your turtles." So.
Well, there was somebody I can't remember who it was, but they were magnet fishing and they were told to stop because they were it was Rusty Magnets. They were messing with the wildlife.
Right. I seen that.
Wildlife don't
What?
care if you throw a magnet in.
No.
As
You know,
long
you
as you're
might-
not
you might
throwing it
piss off-
at the wildlife.
You might piss off the crawfish because you're pulling up all the garbage that the crawfish are living in.
Mhm.
But other than that, yeah.
But other than the crawfish,
They can always find a new home.
they can find new homes. Yes, they're crawfish. They were living in the mud. That's why they're called mud bugs. They were living in the mud before the garbage was there, so they'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Which cat is that?
This is a sweet, sweet barn cat that was born across the street, and then he was carried here by his mama. And he has one green eye and one blue eye and one kind of golden eye.
I got 2 feral cats out back that I feed, and then I got 3 cats in here that I have.
We
inside.
have several cats, and this is his daddy. Looks just like him.
and
Ooh,
Oreo
kitties.
has found her
See, now you gotta
place
make me go
next
get
to
my
me like
cat.
she does every Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, right there in the chair.
As soon as I jump up on here, actually, it's pretty much any time I get up here on the
bad
laptop.
habit of kind of going from licking you to like biting you. It's kind of a bad habit. Stop it.
Well,
yeah.
let me tell you,
Eventually it starts hurting.
this sounds weird, I know,
Ow.
but I'll get out of the shower and I use
Ow.
the Dr. Squatch soap,
Stop it. Ow!
and I'll get out of the shower and I'll come up here and I'll sit down and she'll jump up next to me, and
No.
she just absolutely loves.
It hurts what you're doing. Okay, go bye.
Well,
She
my
just like,
cat's asleep
absolutely
somewhere.
loves the smell of that Dr. Squatch soap.
Yeah.
And she like gets up here and she like it's smelling on me, and she doesn't like bite like that. She like grabs my arm.
Yeah, that was
And-
too hard. What
Yeah,
he
she's
was
not.
doing.
Yeah, she's not hurting me or anything, breaking the skin, and not even leaving a mark. But she just like does this on my arm, and she like rubs all over me, and she like really likes that soap.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, that was several hard bites, and I was like, oh, okay, that's enough.
Dig
Well,
me
the only
Jesus.
time she really has hurt me is in the apartment complex that we used to live in. We ended up with fleas.
Oh,
And I know how we got them because there were a bunch of cats, and the kids would go sit down outside with them, with the cats, and then they would
Yeah.
come inside, and they had fleas, and then the cats got them. Well, managed to get rid of the fleas, but I went to spray her with some flea spray one time, and I kind of grabbed her, and as soon as I started spraying, she went nuts, and she tore my hand up.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's not the best stuff. Doesn't smell good, and
no,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I got rid of the fleas.
That's right.
Yeah.
It'll get rid of the fleas.
Well, I know exactly what you're talking about because we had these feral cats out back. The city, if we catch them, will actually neuter them, spay them, or whatever,
Yeah.
and put a chip in them and give them back to us.
Yep.
If the pound picks them up, they'll give them back.
They're supposed to. They're supposed to clip.
That
Just a
clip
little
their
bit up
ears,
their ear.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I caught that one in a trap to take it down, and holy cow, it tore me up bringing it out of the trap.
Yeah.
I'm like, no
But
way,
it
I'll do that again.
actually leaving them out in the population after they've been spayed and neutered helps control the population because they can still stay in their territories, and then the other cats like don't come.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Supposed to
it's
just maintain the population as is.
right. It is a shame that there's so many of feral cats out there, but well, the
Well, it says Dr.
the
Squatch
Walmart
soap is
up
We're
here.
just
new
being
catnip.
we're just being really sweet in this house because we're suckers. We keep taking them in.
Well, that's how we got Sweet Soul. We took Sweet Soul in from the apartment
Yep.
complex. But the Walmart up here is apparently drop off your cat location.
People just do it.
Oh, there are so many cats up there.
That's so
And there's
sad.
people who go up there and feed them. And at any time you can go up there
and they think that's cute. I'm like, that's not cute.
yeah. Well, they you know they have a heart. They're trying to help the cats. They're feeding them
Yeah,
and
but
keeping
that's
them. But
like a temporary situation. That doesn't help them.
no. But that's there's one of the middle schools up here, junior highs, and this guy out that goes out there twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, goes out there and puts
To
cat
feed
food out
them?
for him. Yeah,
Because he feels bad for him.
yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
sad.
his car pulls up and the cats start running from
Because
everywhere.
they know him. Oh
Yeah.
my God, they know his car now. and
Yeah,
They're like,
And he's-
look,
he's-
food.
he's been doing it for years. Years.
Wow.
Yeah.
But he can't take care of them at his house.
No. Well, there's too many of them. I'm not
Well,
kidding.
yeah,
you.
there's like I said, he could never.
No.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a place that I know where I actually got my 2 cats. You know, the orange ones, Butterscotch and Caramel, the ones that are brothers. I got them 2 at a place called the Companion Animal Hospital. And the way that they kind of socialize all of their cats is they just have them out in the free roaming in the lobby.
Hey, I just now put that video up in YouTube for that scrap metal that I want you to look at.
Yep.
Look at
there
that.
we go.
I thought I put it up earlier. I guess I didn't hit enter or whatever, but
Yeah, I've done that before.
look at all the rebar that's there.
And then I talked to the woman there and she said, oh yeah, you can bring in the mom and bring in any kittens that she has and we'll spay her after she has her babies or whatever. And, then, you can have them back if you want, but we'll give the kittens a really good home, and because they'll be really adoptable.
Yeah.
Because kittens are.
Yes,
From
absolutely.
like very little. And, I said that would be great because, the lady doesn't mind her, obviously, because she feeds her. She's our neighbor. And she loves feeding these cats and everything, but they just keep reproducing,
Well, and that's just sometimes you got people like that. That's what they look forward to doing. And if it gives them, like, they feel like they have a purpose.
And it's wonderful that she does that and she takes care of them. But now this one cat is bringing her kittens over every time she has kittens.
That
and
cat
that's not very convenient for us.
No, not at all.
She had 3 litters of kittens this past year. So that was a lot of kittens. All together, she had 5, 4, I think 9 kittens that I remember seeing. I think something like that. And we thought she was pregnant again, but she's not. So thank goodness.
No. So, Dennis.
Yep.
Being that your main thing is metal detecting, what would you say is your best find?
Gold ring with diamonds. Because I found gold rings. I just sold a bracelet for $500 a couple weeks ago.
Ooh,
that I found at a park. It was 14 karat gold.
Wow.
I found a barber's pendant with the old barber's pole, red and white poles.
Yeah. Right.
The top and bottom was gold. The white of the pole were diamonds. The red was rubies and emeralds.
Wow,
and
you're
stuff
kidding
like
me.
that.
Like
yeah.
real ones?
Yeah.
How big was that?
It's actually on my, I got it used. I think, it's one of my very first videos I put up. That's one of the things that made me start putting up my channel.
Who would do that to a barber's pole? That's all I'm saying.
They were a barber, and actually I found it for the lady and returned it to her. She was down vacationing.
Really?
And she seen me out metal detecting and asked if I could find it. I couldn't. I looked all night for it. I couldn't find it because I hunt at night. And went back like 2 days later during the daytime, and the resort I hunted puts all their jet skis and chairs up at night and all that. And in the daytime, they pull them all back out, and it was up underneath where all them jet skis and chairs were. So I sent it back to her in, I think, Michigan. And she sent me like $100 worth of food certificates from like different restaurants and gift cards and stuff like that.
That's
So,
cool.
Now, ask me what the strangest is.
All right, what's the strangest thing?
Is the naked woman on the beach.
Wait a
Passed
minute,
out drunk.
what?
Naked woman on the beach, passed out drunk.
That's
Oh,
the
I was
strangest.
like, wait a minute, what? That's not metal.
But yeah. See, I've got this is the rings
Well,
I
she could
found
be if
so
she had
far this
piercings.
year.
you know, just
I
saying.
guess so. Yeah.
This is the rings I found so far just this year. I don't know if you can see.
Wow.
Holy
So
That ain't the
that's
gold
cool.
and silver and stuff that I've sold already. I'm at 94 rings for the year.
And how much? What was the most expensive one that you've ever
Cody.
found?
Probably I don't know. My wife's got it, and it's like Black Hills gold with a diamond in it and a big topaz or something in it. She's got a couple of them. If they fit her, she gets to keep them first. So
That's insane.
That's the deal, huh?
yep.
You
That's-
find jewelry, it's mine.
Well, see, I actually started metal detecting 10 years ago, and I went out and bought a White's M6, and I went out to right down here to my local beach, went out, didn't know how to work it, didn't know how to turn it on, swung it like 3 to 4 times, and found a gold ring with a ruby in it.
Holy
And
crap.
Ever since. I was hooked.
How's that for beginner's luck?
Exactly. That's what they said. I had a horseshoe in my back pocket, and
No kidding.
that's what I feel like with magnet fishing. Find all this good stuff already. 2 weeks. I'm like, it's.
I'll tell you,
strange.
my best jewelry find, I wasn't even metal detecting or magnet fishing. We were at Weeki Wachee, and we're in the swimming area, and
Clear water.
and there's it's like that. It's probably a good foot or so of the soft sand before you get to the hard pan. And we're the boys are going on the slides, and me and Chrissy are out there. We're talking, and the whole time I've got my foot going in the sand and just kicking the sand around, because that sand will come up and it settles really fast. It doesn't like get up in the water and stay all murky. That sand comes up and then drops right back down, so it gets clear immediately. And I'm doing that, and then all of a sudden I saw a spark, like a twinkle, like a sparkle.
Can you get down, please, Mel?
And I looked at Chrissy and I went, I think I found something. And I started moving my foot around, and there it was again. And I was like, I'll be right back. Then I went down underwater and I ran my hand and I found it, and I pulled up a gold bracelet. And I went right in my pocket of my bathing suit.
Yep.
And I came back home and took it to the gold store, and they gave me $175 for it or something.
Wow.
It's like, heck yeah. So we spent the rest of the time that we were in there, my leg was just going. I'm just kicking that sand around, seeing if anything else would come up. And didn't see anything else, but Weeki Wachee's been around for so freaking long. And
It's Weeki Wachee.
Weeki Wachee Springs, it's a it's a park, and they have it's an actual spring that's coming up.
I've seen that in, I think, one of your videos that you went there one time.
Yeah, we they actually have mermaids, and they have this whole mermaid show that they put on. You go down and you sit down in this room that you're basically underwater, and they got the glass, that thick glass.
Yeah.
So you're looking into the water, you're 10, 15 feet down underwater, and they have the whole stage set up, and the girls, they've got their mermaid outfit on, and they've got the hoses that go down there for the air. So the air bubbles are coming up. So they'll do their show. They'll grab a hose, take a breath of air, and keep doing their thing. And those girls will be down underwater for 20, 30 minutes at a time.
I don't understand.
It's they fight to get, I mean, I don't like fight, but they fight to be able to be one of the mermaids.
Yep.
And that's been going on there for 50 years or more. And so that swimming area is constantly populated with people. So stuff is dropping off of people into that water.
Yeah.
And down into there. So, but you can't bring any detecting equipment with you.
Yeah.
So you just get down there and just start kicking the dirt around and just seeing what comes up.
You see how he came back?
Yeah.
Yep. He just come back. He says, I'm not going to do it anymore.
He just wants to sit there. It's like, don't touch me. Just let me sit here.
He's purring.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's getting late. I got to get out of here because I got to be at 7:30 at scrapyard tomorrow. So I'm
Ooh.
gonna try and
Okay.
turn in the load I got loaded in my truck and go back out to the field and pick up some more and then take it back. I don't know how much scrap metal I could put in my truck, so I took a light load and I don't know, because it's quite a bit. I don't know how much rebar weighs, so I will see how much it weighs versus how much I can put in there.
Yeah, I've got to be up at like 6:30 to get out and meeting Jason again tomorrow at 8:00.
What is it with you getting up at 6:30 a.m.?
Anyway, good night. I'm out of here.
Thanks,
Don't you
Dennis, for
want
coming in.
sleep?
Have a good one.
We'll figure out how to get out of here.
Don't you want to sleep? I can't even think about doing anything at 6:30 in the morning. I can't.
I'm up at 5:30 every morning
That's just so
for
wrong.
work.
That's so wrong.
Well, my boys, Justin's bus picks him up at like between 6:05 and 6:10 in the morning. So I got to get up to get him up. And then after I get him off the bus, I come in, I wake the other boys up, feed the cats, and then drop them off at school at right around 7.
Drop the
And then
cats off?
And then I get to work. Huh?
You drop the cats off at work? Or
No.
at school?
No, I feed the cats and then I take the boys to school. You know what? I may be tired enough one day to leave the boys here and take the cats to school. Who knows? So, but yeah, I'm up anyway. So Sunday is usually my sleep in day.
No, I fixed it with my employer to say that I can't work. I can't work before 11. I prefer to work noon. But yeah.
Yeah. No,
my body just doesn't like it.
Well, Chrissy gets up at like 5, and she's usually out the door about 5:30, and because her work day is from 6 to 2 or from 6 to 2:30 is her work day. Every day.
It's a lot. It's a lot of morning stuff.
Yeah. Well, she works for Boeing, so she's got a pretty good job. Actually, got a really good job.
My boyfriend works for XES. They make stuff for Boeing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She's hazmat coordinator. She deals with all the hazardous materials out there.
Oh.
And then comes home to a house full of boys and me and cats, and has to deal with more hazmat. Yeah, I was debating on whether I was going to do Cards Against Humanity tonight, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to stay on much.
That's okay.
I was falling asleep at the bowling alley tonight. I'm sitting there and everybody's talking, and I'm usually upbeat and everything at the bowling alley. We're bowling a good, fun team tonight, and I'm just kind of sitting over there.
Like, I am.
Are you okay?
So
I'm just
tired.
tired. I'm just so tired.
Yeah, I'm so chill. I'm ready to just kind of lean back and chill with the cats and
Yep.
till I fall asleep.
Oh, goodness. So anybody else want to come up and join us? Have a chat with Anita and myself and the cats?
And the cats. They're here.
All right, DJ.
So
Thanks for
loud.
coming in. Thanks for joining for the night. Good luck. Happy adventures this weekend.
I haven't been magnet fishing in so long. It's been so cold.
I know I haven't been in a week.
For you, that's a long time.
It is. I'm around so much water, it drives me crazy. So, oh, you didn't. I don't think you were in here when I showed everybody what Digologist sent me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, little magnet,
Did
everything.
he make that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so neat.
So I'm gonna get a little shelf.
Yeah, you definitely have to, like, just a little bit to the left. No. To the left and to the left of the stickers. Or the coins. Whatever's behind you.
Like this way?
No, whatever's
No.
under. No, but to the left of the actual.
Oh, like right here?
Yeah. Yeah, like right there, because there's nothing there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that could probably work too.
That
Yeah,
would work great.
absolutely. Hey, Modern Native showing up. How are you doing? Oh, I went to click on him saying hey, and it was like up the chat. This chat moves sometimes so fast, and sometimes it just sits there. I know, guys. Tonight, I'm sorry. Tonight's been kind of slow, but we had some good chats up here. Some good content, some great channels. I hope everybody has a chance to go check them out. Busy at the cabin? Yeah, you always seem to be busy. I got to get over there and catch up on some material. Short drive, Mary. What were you talking about? Boy, I'm so tired. I just don't even know where to go with this right now. Anybody else? Native, hey man, you want to come up here and come up on the stream and chat and talk about what you got going on? Love to have you come up here if you want to. You are more than welcome. The link for the chat or for the stream is pinned at the top of the chat if you want to come join.
The cat's looking at you, waiting. Look at him look.
Uh-huh. Meow. Have you seen the doggone it, the Egyptian cat call thing on TikTok?
No.
It's some sound, and it's like whistle, but like really low, like whistle type stuff.
Okay.
And you play it, and immediately the cats are like, they like start going crazy. Yeah. If you look it up, it's like ancient Egyptian cat call or something like that.
Okay.
And just play it and watch what they do. It's insane. You can do it from your mobile phone. A lot of others people come in on their mobile phone when they come in. Just click on the at the top of the chat. It should show you the pinned comment I have at the top of the chat. Just click on that, and it'll take you to the StreamYard room. Just follow the instructions from there, and then you'll show up on the bottom of my screen down here, and then I'll bring you up into the chat. That's
Where's
how you
Dawn?
Say again?
Where's Dawn? Doesn't she usually come on?
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen her yet. I was kind of surprised. Hope she's all right. All right, Heavy Meadow Detective, you out of here? Streamlabs, I don't know. It should just be StreamYard. Oh, he's got to have the app on his phone? I've never done it from the phone, so okay. Maybe you got to go to your store on your app on your phone and your Play Store and find the StreamYard app.
You shouldn't have to do that.
I didn't. I don't know. I've never done it from the phone. Oh, there! Looky here.
Jesus Christ.
Bam!
Looky here.
You made it.
There we go. Sorry.
Absolutely. So, want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hey, everybody. I'm the Modern Native, as I always say.
Yes. So, what you got going on?
I'm sorry, dude. Is there an echo lag at all for anybody?
Oh, so if you had already had your YouTube on, you have to mute the YouTube that you have had on and just be in the StreamYard.
Yes. Yeah, you can keep the YouTube up. You just got to mute it.
Right.
And that'll get rid of the echo.
Right.
I think I got it.
There you go. You good?
Better.
Yep.
All right.
I've been working a lot up at the cabin, and I got a lot of projects going. I just got to remember to get my camera going before I start projects to actually get it on camera.
Record them.
You're so ready to get going on them, you forget the camera part.
I'm just ready.
Well, it's also, you know, it's one of those, I'm taking the dog out, I'm getting wood for the wood stove, and in the middle of it, I real quick just stop in the middle of the yard and clean up part of the yard to try to clean it up. And then I forget that my phone's in my back pocket the whole time. I never set it up. And I was like, oh, that was a missed opportunity.
Whoops.
And it's just 100 missed opportunities later. And here I am 3 days without a video, and I'm kicking myself in the rear.
Right. Yeah. You got to keep that mentality of having your recording material fired up and ready to go. But see, that's where it's different with me, you know, with what I'm doing. I go out and do this once a week, and I've got mine attached, my GoPro attached to me. You're kind of living your life and doing your things as you're going and recording as you're going. So
what is it that your channel does then?
Well, I started my channel when I was full-time camping, even though we had the apartment and then had the cabin at the same time at one point, so it overlapped. I was full-time camping because I got super heavy into it and got my hammock kit, and my dog just loved being outside with me, so we just set up camp and camped for 5 months straight.
Wow.
And I just kind of was doing tips, camping tips, setup, tarp tricks, different things, because I rode out serious storms. And now I'm transitioning into doing my cabin series with setting up it's kind of like a mini homestead that we're going to have. It's going to try to compact it into this small space that we got going and try to be as self-sufficient as we can. And
it looks like a small space.
Well, this is just the loft right now. My video, I do a walkthrough and an explanation. We're not even really using like half the cabin right now.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't need to. We're up in the loft and we use the front room. The kitchen we barely even use because I just bring in buckets of water because we don't have the water set up yet. I'm going to have a hydrocycle set up so I can have power, water, and heat.
Wow.
So it's a process. I just need to get the tank
into it. I would never be that seriously into it. That'd be hard.
Well, it was a great opportunity, and it was rough, but it was basically bare bones, so I could set it up how I wanted to, which is perfect because I am into the green energies and alternative methods of doing things. So it's really useful for me.
Yes, that is a good way to go. I wish more people would do that.
It's a lifestyle, that's for sure.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it's an adjustment. I felt it like
it
within 2 weeks, my back was like, no more.
Well, that's cool. And yeah, good night, Ashley. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you're healing good. So,
yeah, I haven't seen the chat, so.
They're building a whole bunch of these like little tiny houses where I live.
The cookie cutter?
Huh?
The cookie cutter houses?
There are these tiny, they just call them tiny houses. And I haven't seen any of them yet, but like they were building like 25 of them or something downtown for, homeless people so that they would have shelter. And like, it's like big enough for maybe 1 or 2 people tops, but yeah, I think they were building them so they actually would have heat in there. And I'm not sure all what's involved in them. I should try and go and figure out.
I think I saw a Google ad for something similar to that.
Yeah.
They called them pallet houses, and they were white and insulated, and they had solar power on it for a little bit of power.
Yeah,
it was in a warm area, so I don't think they needed
something. They might have stoves or something like that.
Right.
I'm gonna have to just check right quick because otherwise
there was a Kmart out here that shut down, and it's a big wide open space inside that Kmart. And I was thinking that'd be a cool place to buy. Not that I could do it, but a cool place to buy and turn into like a homeless rehab, and I don't mean like drug rehab, but to rehabilitate, give them a place to live to where they can get back on their feet and, you know, find a job, but they actually have a place to live, and maybe have some type of trade school going on in there to help them learn a trade, you know, stuff like that. Have like a whole little town center type place set up inside of it, because that place could have housed a whole bunch of people and still had room for like training and whatnot. And I think the place is still sitting empty, and it's been empty for years.
There was a story about someone doing that with, I feel like it was an old Sears building. They turned it into a homeless shelter to help them transition back into self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's OccupyMadisonInc.com.
Occupy Madison what?
OccupyMadisonInc.com. And it's about, you can donate to them. And they're constantly, you know, adding. It looks like they've got 22 tiny houses to replace the Conestoga huts at the village on Aberg Avenue. I know you don't know where that is, but yeah, so they've got like these little tiny houses that they're gonna be having there, and I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of cool.
That's cool.
That's awesome. You know, speaking of donating stuff,
project and see.
Speaking of donating stuff, watch. Sorry, I kept thinking you were done. Did you do a Team Seas video?
No, I haven't.
You do the whole cleaning the waterways and stuff. I thought that'd be something you'd hop on. People are doing the Team Seas videos.
First time, excuse me, sorry. The first time I saw that was with Snorkel Pirate, and to be honest with you, I saw it and I wanted to do it, and I forgot all about it again until you just mentioned it again.
Well, you should do it, because I got mine. I already got mine up there. I'm, you know, not obviously next to a sea or an ocean or nothing, but, you know, I was mentioning there that, you know, you clean up water wherever you're at, it will end up helping down the line, because water ends up at the ocean eventually.
Yeah. I'm actually going to write it down this time.
Write it down, squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was teamseas.org. That was the link.
Yeah, I will look into that. Not tonight, because here in a little while I'm going to end this so I can go to bed and not be dead tired tomorrow while I'm out magnet fishing. And then of course tomorrow night tomorrow afternoon I'm going to have Staff's Water Raiders on for a special live. But I will definitely look into that, because I thought that was a really cool thing. I watched Snorkel Pirate's video on it, and I really liked what that whole presentation and what it is. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I got scrambled when I was trying to do my video. I couldn't think of what the ship was called. It's got a really cool name, but I couldn't think of it, and I got all sorts of scrambled. But I don't know how much you've watched mine. I do like to do one shot, one take, no editing as much as I can. So I was just kind of like, whatever. The name wasn't all that important. It was cool, but whatever. Got the message out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've got to. I will not lose that note, Mary.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
She says, Squatch will lose that note.
Stick it to the new Squatch thing that you got.
Right.
That can be your that can be your note.
Yeah, you're right. It's gonna be my note holder. Absolutely.
There you
go. No, I've got a lot of videos I got to catch up on. I was really bad this week. I don't think I watched any videos at all this week. I came home, cooked dinner, or took a shower, cooked dinner, and sat and relaxed for a little while and went to bed. I don't think I spent any time hardly on YouTube other than editing my video. So I've got a lot of things to do.
I never even got the notification for you going live. I got upset. I was like, man, he's got to be like 2 hours in already.
You know, it's funny. Some people say that too.
I got it, but I got it later than I thought I would get it. this time.
If I don't remember to hit that set reminder, I don't get it.
Right. I've had other people come in and tell me that they didn't even show that I was live at all, which was weird. But well, I'm going through when I was putting this video together for today. I went in to get the link for Jason's channel, and when I went to his YouTube channel, the subscribe button was red. I'm like, what the hell?
That stuff happens sometimes. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was like, I've been to subscribe to him for over a year. What the hell's going on here?
Like, okay, I'll resubscribe.
So all right, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's just strange.
Yeah, that's happened with like 4 different subscriptions that I have, and I see it happen with my subscribers because the other day when I was on Mayor's video on Sunday, on his live, I got like 8 subscribers, and then the other night, right at like 1, 2 o'clock, it took them all away. Put me right back down to 812 again.
Well, sometimes also a good number of your subscribers are bots, and they come in and they, it's that like they're posting those damn porn links. And
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not kidding.
No, yeah, it's one of my first comments on almost every one of my videos that I have to push off, and now I've got them set to where it's held for review.
Well, it's those, they'll pop up and I'll go in to remove them, and when I click on it to bring that chat up so I can remove it, it already says this comment is no longer available. It's like okay, it's already been handled.
It did that to Saskatchewan on me. Saskatchewan Fisher commented twice in a row on 2 different videos. And when I went to go click on it, it disappeared. So I hopped on their comment on their community post and commented and said, I saw it, but YouTube took it away. Finally, their 3rd one popped up today. So
yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes what they do. But they also will, if there's channels, subscribers who have just been completely inactive, YouTube will remove them.
Right.
Yeah.
But and
like, oh, duh.
There's a lot of other channels that I'm like, I go into my notifications and you know what? I haven't seen this person in a while or this channel in a while. And I'll go to that channel and the subscribe button's lit up. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yep.
I've been subscribed to this channel. YouTube can be goofy sometimes. So I don't know.
Speaking of subscribers though, I'm super excited. My neighbor, I helped him chop up a bunch of saplings. So he's letting me take all of the birch saplings, and I'm going to make carvings and my gifts for every one of my subscribers, how I've been talking about for a while now. I'm going to be cutting up and making carvings, maybe medallions or coasters, a whole bunch of different stuff for people.
Coasters would be cool.
So, yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all those cast iron wheels.
Oh yeah, those things.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't come up with what I want to do with those yet. If I'm just going to sell them as is, or if I'm going to make something with them.
Insane how many you guys have found there. It's just beyond me.
Well, I can't
you
wait
hit
to
double
get back
digits on that, right?
Say again?
You hit double digits on those wheels, right?
Oh no, they've hit triple digits.
Oh yeah, no, we pulled up almost 300 of those things.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I've got like 100 of them sitting out on my carport right now.
You could make coasters out of those if you poured what is that stuff they pour in to make the tables really shiny?
Epoxy.
Epoxy resin.
Yeah, epoxy. That would be beautiful.
Yeah. What I've thought about doing is getting ordering 4-inch Squatch stickers.
Yeah.
And filling that up, and then right to that point, and then putting the sticker on it, and then filling it up the rest of the way. So you have have one of those as like a coaster or something. I don't know. Hey, 907's back. Doggone it. Chat moved right when I went to click on him.
What's
up?
And yes, Mary, I try to keep it all natural. I just saw that comment.
All natural.
I don't like to do a lot of edits. A couple of my subscribers really appreciate that I show it as is. I don't try to do a whole lot of heavy editing. Unless, I'm sitting there fighting with something for like 20 minutes, I'll let you know I fought with it for 20 minutes, but I'm not wasting your time on it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, well, this didn't work very well. So
yeah, I've got a couple of those.
There's if you saw some of the stuff I edit out of my videos, especially when I forget to turn my GoPro off.
Something that I like that that Jason does from Daddy and Daughter is some of the stuff he gets to pulling up where like he'll pull it up, look at it, take it off, pull it up, look at it, instead of like casting all over again. Yeah. So like he's pulling it up, he's showing you his pull-up part, and then he tells you what it is, puts it away, and then he'll be pulling it up instead of like watching him like kind of drag it in all the time. Like I kind of like that. I appreciate that kind of because it's like, once
you've watched him reel it in twice, you've seen enough.
Yeah. You're not watching the videos to watch us pulling the rope. It's now.
I like the only watching time normally, what you pull up. So it's
yes. Like, well, and that's it. You're watching for the fines, and so that's kind of what I do too. And every now I'll throw a rope toss in there from time to time, like just kind of break things up a little bit. Yeah. But the only time like you'll really watch me pulling in the rope is if something like we're chatting and there's something going on that adds to the video.
Right.
But you're not going to see me just sitting there pulling the rope in. Just to be pulling the rope in.
It was funny, like a week or so ago, I think it was either last Friday's live or a couple lives before that, you were talking about that, and I was actually watching a magnet fisher. I'm not going to call him out, but I was watching one of his videos, and I was looking at it right when you were talking about doing the reel in over and over, and he was doing 3 of those cast out, reel in, cast out, and I'm like, I want to leave a comment, but I'm not a jerk.
Well, it's, and I've said this before on here. When I edit, I'm not editing for myself. I'm editing for the viewers, and because there's been a lot of stuff that I've kicked out of my videos that I kind of thought was cool, but it just didn't add to the cohesiveness of the video.
Right.
And you want to keep your viewers attracted to the video, keep them watching, keep them tuned into it and engaged. That's what I was looking for. Right. And if you do too much of that kind of stuff, you lose that engagement. And it's so easy for someone to go, yep, okay, click, and just move on.
It's funny to like you get to see like, oh my God, they only have a 20-minute video. And then all I'm thinking is like all the times I've gone out and caught nothing, So I'm like, man, they either had to go to 5 different spots to get even like 20 minutes of good video or whatever, or it just wasn't a good day at all.
Well, again, generally when I go out, it's near 6 hours worth of fishing. It's almost 6 hours every time I go out.
That's a lot. Do you know, like, I could magnet fish for hours, but my boyfriend, he like can throw a magnet like nobody's business, but he can't last very long when he does that.
That's what she said.
Right. But I mean, I got him a bigger magnet on purpose so that he could use it to cast out.
Yeah.
And have him be the one to use the double-sided magnet and see what he would be able to do with that and stuff. And I watched him throw that. I'm like, he's going to throw and he's going to be done in about half an hour.
Yeah, it does. It wears you out. It definitely wears you out. But especially when I'm out there with Jason, because we have our conversation going on and, we're chit-chatting and just having a good time, and the time flies by, even when we're not catching a whole lot of stuff. When you're out there by yourself, sometimes it can be, 6 hours. It really will drag on.
Yes.
But
I really won't go by myself because, like, for 2 reasons. One reason, well, I might be in a sketchy neighborhood. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lady. I don't want to be by myself. Number two, what if I get my magnet stuck? I will be so pissed.
Yeah.
I need somebody stronger than me to pull it out.
Sometimes you need to come along.
I need, and that is my significant other.
Yeah.
That's my come along. It's like,
See, when I was fishing off the
over
marina,
there and pull hard.
when I was fishing off the marina, it was a 20-foot drop to the water, and the water's 70-foot deep in spot. So that was a whole lot of pulling just to get it back up.
Yeah.
In the video, it was I cut it down to like half of the pull time because it was just ridiculous. And I was surprised I didn't get nothing at all. Like, it was the only marina dam area in the town. I thought for sure that would have been a dump spot at least, but I got a couple of hooks and a lure.
What I'm always happy about when that happens is, thank goodness this area is clean.
Yeah.
If we have to leave an area because it's too clean, I'm always like, thank you. Thank you.
Well,
it's clean.
There's been some spots that I've been to that I'm like, oh man, I can't wait. This place looks good. I'm like rubbing my hands. And then an hour later, it's like not even a piece of rust. It's like, you know what? It's thank God the water's clean, but damn it.
Damn it, it was a bad day. Bad day.
But at the same time, that spot wasn't clean at all. Like, the whole bank and everything was just filled with trash. So I thought for sure, like, I'd be getting something.
There'd be some.
So I spent most of that time just taking out garbage bags full of garbage.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. I need to refurbish my garbage bags in my car. Because it's not something that I really put in the video much, but I like to pick up what I can around right where I'm at. I've done it a couple times where I've shown doing it.
It's one of those things
like I mentioned,
not pretty, but you know.
Yeah.
But you do
like
it.
I mentioned in my Team C's video, every time I go out, I generally come out with some piece of garbage or something that shouldn't be in the woods. Just because it can be found in nature don't mean it belongs there.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Every little bit helps.
I do not have a crappy magnet.
Who
are you talking to? Who are you talking to, Mary? She says because you have a crappy magnet. I know she's talking to me. She's always poking fun. Oh, man. This is probably going to be one of my shortest lives I've done.
But that's okay. You're allowed. It's all right.
I know.
You do so many lives that, like, you make up for it.
I got to start doing more to try to boost my watch time. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, but I'm just almost at 1,000 watch hours now. So I got to get that to jump up.
Yeah, when I hit my 1,000 subs, I was right at almost 10,000 watch hours.
That's a lot.
But you do lives mostly, like?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do one a week. Yeah. But it definitely, it's what I'm saying. The lives really boosted the watch hours. So it took me a while to get to my 1,000, but the watch hours were well taken care of.
I'm thinking about tomorrow to do a live while I'm building the rock wall as the retaining wall for this slope that comes up behind us. I got to find something to keep the dog from climbing up the hill and going chasing deer.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, that's cool. No, the live for that would be cool. Just make sure you can stay engaged with if you just throw it up there and you're not engaged and people are trying to talk to you, they'll fall off.
I think I'm going to rope the wife into sitting with me, and she's going to read off chats to me so I can keep talking to everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out a way to
she's over there laughing at me.
I want to do like a multi-channel live magnet fishing. So like have StreamYard set up and have other channels link in through StreamYard. So like we're on here right now and have all of us out magnet fishing live on here like this.
That would be cool.
But have somebody who's on the stream also, but keeping up with the chat so that they can communicate with us what's going on in the chat. So that would be really cool. You know, I could I could have me and Jason at one location, and then you have, you know, maybe Jason from Motor City Magnets up there in Detroit, you know,
doing something else.
Yeah. You know, have just, you know, depending on what time of day it is, you could have Mike and Johnny from up there in Alaska.
There you go.
On, and, you know, and whatnot. Just have all of us going at the same time and have one person moderating that could, you know, keep up with the chat. And I think that would be that'd be super cool to do.
What's going on, Swamp Rat? You said hi. But you know, speaking of that, did you guys see that YouTube had dropped the requirements for mobile live to 50 subscribers? So just about everybody that is in the circle can actually do live off your phone now.
Oh wow.
No, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, I mentioned it in Mayor's Live, but I tested it out, and I was able to go live for the wife's birthday right from my phone.
And it was
didn't have to use Streamlabs or nothing.
Or 500.
50. But it's there's a catch. It'll automatically go to private, but you can just switch it to public. Once you're done, it'll go to private when the live ends, but you can just switch that to public. And you can only have 25 more than the number of subscribers you have in the live stream. So if you've only got the 50, you can have up to 75 people in your live stream.
Huh. Okay.
So that's the only limit.
Well, good. That'll, you know, help a lot of these other channels maybe be able to grow some.
Yeah.
Which you would think YouTube would be pushing for these channels to grow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's what I like about doing this. I want to help other channels grow. It's not all about just me up here. That's why I'm trying to bring other channels up on here to talk about themselves and get their name out there and get other people to recognize the names and go spend some time on these channels and show some love.
You give me an awesome shout out every time, and I love it. Like,
yeah,
show
absolutely.
Some kitties.
Kitty.
Show
But-
some kitties.
Got to give the kitties a shout out.
You know, people always talk about the YouTube conspiracy and how they're keeping things down. I've had videos that for no reason have gone almost 2,000, 3,000 views for no apparent reason other than the fact that it got pushed and it got picked up. And YouTube, I've put in, not even kidding, hundreds, if not close to 1,000 hours or more of research into how the YouTube algorithm works, the best way to do things. I do things my own style, but I've seen all of the best tips and everything about what they say, what you should do. And even coming from YouTube itself, the YouTube content creators thing that they have going, they share the way the algorithm works, and it's all just about engagement and watch time. The more people watch, the more they watch through it, the more they share it and like it, the more it will get pushed up. And they base that off of your first viewers. And if you have if you don't have any subscribers whatsoever, they try to figure it out. So it's a guessing game for them until they figure out who your audience is.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of research into it. I got nuts into it.
Well, you seem like a real thoughtful person. You know, you put a lot of thought into what you're doing. So
I try to.
Absolutely. That's a cool thing. We need more people who do that.
And that's why I also do some of my tip videos, because I try to share some of the things that I feel are the most important. It's cutting through the BS, more or less.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, because there's a lot of that out there. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
I've got to go to bed. I'm fighting to stay awake right now. And watching Kitty Cat there sleeping is making me want to do that.
I know, he's like.
Yeah, my dog's over there curled up in a ball.
Say the ultimate sleeping pill is having a kitty on you.
Yeah, I've got her
will
still.
Literally do this.
She's readjusted herself, but she's still sitting here.
Yeah.
Out
He's
cold.
over there sleeping on the ball with the wife.
This is Zipper. Zipper.
So, all right, guys. I appreciate it.
I gotta say it though. Until next time, get out there, be a native, and go beast. That's my catch line.
Yes. Make sure, and I like mine. Make sure you leave the place a little better than you found it.
Nice.
Yep. All right, guys. Love you all for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for chatting. Guys, have a great weekend.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.